Dan Roshan. I'm an associate broker in Virginia and in Maryland, and I've been a real estate professional here in the area ever since 2007. And I understand that navigating probate, it's not just a legal journey, it's a deeply personal experience that's often marked by powerful emotions and complex challenges. Today I'm going to walk you through what to expect and how we can make the process smoother, from handling legal hurdles to managing emotions and maximizing the value of your property. The first thing I want to acknowledge is that probate's hard. And that's not just because of the legalities, but because of the emotional weight that it brings. Losing a loved one's a profound experience, and unfortunately, most of us have to go through that journey at some point in our lives. And probate comes oftentimes when our emotions are they're already high, and you may be experiencing grief or uncertainty or stress, and there's often more tensions among maybe siblings or your family members, and what should we do next, and maybe they're not aligned with you on what to do next, and fear about making the wrong choices or feeling like no one else fully understands your point of view. And sometimes you may be experiencing guilt, a feeling of like, am I letting go too soon? Or am I making decisions that it may not honor, my loved one's wishes? So these emotions, they're natural. And acknowledging them is the first step to navigating the experience thoughtfully. I want to talk about some of the common external challenges that can arise during probate. Now, these are the visible obstacles that you and your family are going to need to address. Things such as the complex legal requirements, because probate it often involves lengthy legal steps, from petitions to court appointments to inventories. And, this process, it can just feel slow and unrelenting, and you can, sometimes get frustrated. There's a lot of unfamiliar documents to sign, official meetings to attend, and it's a long, brutal process oftentimes. And often there's a property that's going to be needed to be either managed or sold, and decisions here like repairs and maintenance, and how do I find the right buyer if we do decide to sell? This can really feel like a heavy responsibility. And as I mentioned, it's rarely a quick process to go through probate. There's going to be cost involved, maintaining a property. There's going to be legal fees that can add up, and when those fees start adding up, the pressure to make decisions, it can feel like there's pressure that you got to make a decision, faster, and that can be overwhelming. But there's also an equally powerful layer to the external challenges, and that's what's going on inside of us, the internal challenges that weigh on us, even when they're not visible. Let's address the internal side, the emotional, the mental struggles that are just as real as any external hurdle. Sometimes you can have conflicting emotions within the family. So siblings, family members, they may have a difference of opinions. One may want to keep the home and the other may want to sell. And these conflicts, they can create resentment and even bring up old family tensions sometimes. So you can really feel like a mix of frustration, resentment, and even anger sometimes. And sometimes making a decision is tough. Probate requires many choices. It's common to feel overwhelmed by all the options. And this is what's called decision paralysis. That sense of being so burdened by so many options that you just don't even know where to start. And this is normal, but it can keep you from moving forward effectively. Many people may feel afraid of making the wrong choice, and you may fear that selling too soon or too late could impact your family's financial well being or your sense of closure. And this fear can lead to anxiety, to doubt, and, they're completely understandable, but often people that go through probate experience these emotions. Now that we've covered some of the challenges, I want to go over what to expect during the journey. So, by knowing each step, you can feel prepared and empowered to navigate this process in front of you. The first step is for the court to appoint a personal representative, and maybe that's you. And that's also known as an executor. This person is going to be responsible for managing the estate. And if it's you, you're going to know that you're going to be working closely with attorneys and other professionals. Next, you'll list all assets, including real estate. and this part requires careful documentation. It can feel meticulous. Now, I encourage for you to stay patient here. It is a detailed step, but it lays the foundation for a fair distribution of assets. Next, you have to handle any debts and expenses. So during probate, any outstanding debts or expenses need to be paid. So that's going to include taxes, final bills, and the cost of maintaining the property. Now, it's not uncommon to feel pressure here, especially dealing with financial matters. Next, you're going to have to decide, what do we do with the property? Now, this is where my team and I come in to help you with the property management and the sales. So whether you choose to keep it, to rent it, to sell it for the most value, to sell it to, as is to an investor, we are able to provide guidance so that you can make informed choices. So to distribute the assets, once you have everything in order, the remaining assets are going to be distributed to the will or to the estate plan. And this step offers a sense of closure, but it can also be emotional. It can signify the end of, the process. And, maybe you're still, thinking about that loved one that passed away. And, this as a final closure step can sometimes really, really bring on emotions that you may not be otherwise expecting. Now, to make the probate process smoother, my team and I, we provide specialized solutions that are tailored for families like yours. And our goal is to offer options to reduce the stress and provide you with financial clarity. So if the property's in disrepair, or maybe you live out of state, and maybe it just needs a lot of improvements and you just don't want to hassle with it, you don't want to deal with it, I can have a check in your hand to facilitate a cash closing 1 week from today, being able to get you results fast. And if you need to settle debts quickly, or you just looking to reduce the burden of the maintenance costs, this could be the right solution for you. Now, you're not going to make as much money as if you select one of the other solutions, but it's going to be zero hassle to you. Now, if the property does need some repairs and you don't have the money to pay for it, my network of trusted contractors that I developed since 2007, we can arrange for the necessary repairs or the renovations to be done with no upfront cost to you. And it's going to allow for the property to present it at its best, which can, attract higher offers and maximize its value. Now, if you choose this option, of course, you're going to have to take the time to go ahead and, get the property ready for market. And depending on what the repairs are, that may take, some time, anywhere from 30 days to 6 months. But I'll be there, helping you manage it through the entire process, the entire way. Now, maybe your property's ready to sell, and maybe you don't need to do any improvements, or maybe you've already done the improvements and you're looking for top-notch experience and marketing. Once we have the property ready for marketing, with years of expertise in real estate and a tailored approach for probate sales, we ensure that your property gets maximum visibility with strategic marketing. We focus on high-quality listing presentations with professional staging and digital marketing campaigns that are all designed to appeal to the qualified buyers who are serious about investing. I'm going to walk you through every single step of the process so that there's nothing that's a surprise to you. Additionally, we're going to use the same techniques, the same tools that the Fortune 500 companies use, using artificial intelligence, big data, technology, video marketing, social media marketing, and really make certain that the entire world knows about the property so that we can get you the most amount of return. And we're going to take care of everything for you. Probate can feel like a long journey, but you don't have to walk it alone. By partnering with professionals who understand the challenges externally, internally, you can experience a probate process that's smoother and less overwhelming. My team and I, we're here to help you preserve your family's legacy, make informed choices, and move forward with peace of mind. And if you're ready to learn more or discuss specific solutions, reach out. I'm here for you to help you every step of the way. And God bless you.